Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing Plane, and I am both slightly surprised and slightly embarrassed to admit that I actually enjoyed Plane a hell of a lot more than I thought I would. Ultimately, it's just a very basic but quite competently put together movie. I think part of that is owed to Gerard Butler, who kind of just has that likeable everyman, good in the face of danger personality pretty much down to a T now after doing a lot of roles like it. From the title alone, you know you're not going to get anything particularly complicated or particularly complex. What you basically get is an hour and a half of good thrills and some good action set pieces. And I do mean that. Most of the action in this film is very well put together and constructed. I thought the initial plane crash took its time, it kind of established the suspense and the genuine danger. So the first half hour for me was actually quite strong filmmaking. The build up and that initial plane crash that kind of sets the whole plot in motion was quite well done. And I think from there, that's ultimately when the film just diverges into a very basic shoot 'em up. And really what they had the potential to do in that hour was really build out the relationship between Mike Colter and Gerard Butler's characters, because that is the core dynamic that this film has been marketed around, and that could have just been a really interesting character dynamic, but ultimately the script really does nothing with it. So it is very generic B-list action movie stuff. Every single character in the film is underwritten. The villains are just made up of generic henchmen. I really enjoyed the pace of this film. It really kind of just hurtled along. I just think what would have made the film slightly better would have been if the script had lent more into Gerard Butler and Mike Colter's characters and really set up and drawn out that kind of relationship, just to add a level of emotional connection to the film that is otherwise non-existent, because what you're left with is basically an hour and a half of good fun but forgettable action filmmaking.